Hi. I keep receiving letters from Wiltshire Council about registering to vote.
Yeah.
Right. I just don't want them anymore. I don't want anything to do with voting, and I want my name off of any electoral roll.
I'm afraid you can't have your name off the electoral roll, so it's a legal requirement.
What, even if I don't want to?
Yeah. It is a legal requirement that your name is on the electoral roll.
For what reason? Why would I want my details on something which I don't want anything to do with?
Well, it's not us that makes the rules, it's central government. It is a national legal requirement that everyone signs up to the electoral roll. Your details can be limited, so they're not there for people to use for spam purposes.
Yeah, but I don't want my details on there full stop. I don't vote.
Right.
So why would I need it if I don't vote?
Because, for example, if you wanted to...
So you can sell the information.
Credit or mortgage or anything like that.
Yeah, but I don't have credit, and I don't have a mortgage. I don't have credit. I don't need anything like that. So why would I need?
Well, I don't make the rules, sir. It is a law.
And I'm not a sir, by the way.
Country has to be on the electoral roll. If you choose not to be on it, then I suggest you write a letter to the Electoral Services Officer at Monkton Park and explain why you don't wish to be on there.
It's got no benefit to me.
It is a legal requirement, sir. And in the paper...
What? So that people can have details of me, then you make money out of it. That's the only thing I can.
How can they have details of you if you don't?
They can go to you and get my details.
No, they can't, because there are two sets of registers, and you can apply to have your name removed from the register to be seen by people.
It says here that the edited register, right, is available for general sale and can be used for any purpose.
No, there are two registers.
Yeah, the full register is the one which is sold to anyone.
That general sale register.
The first one says the full register lists the name and address of anyone who is registered to vote. The council holds a copy. Anyone can look at it, right? That's fair enough.
The Electoral Services Officer.
Well, if it get me further than where I am now, yeah, please.
Okay, then.
Sorry. Just for the video, is the edited register is available for general sale and can be used for any purpose. The edited register can be bought by any person, company or organisation and can be used for commercial activities such as marketing. If you want to opt out of having your details appear on this register, please indicate this in your registration. I don't want to register, I don't want nothing to do with it. She didn't say that. You must also ask each person named on the form if they want to opt out of the edited registration. Well, I just want my name down on it. There we go. I can opt out of it. They don't tell you that, and that's what they don't want you to do, because they sell their fucking information.
I understand you don't want to appear on the electoral register.
Well, what it is, right, you send out a letter saying, and I know from what the woman just said to me, something about the full register and the edited register.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out, it says here, the edited, I said to her, is available for general sale and can be used for any purpose, right? The edited register can be bought by any person, right? I don't want any Tom, Dick and Harry coming along and having any of my details, right? Because I get enough scam phone calls and scam emails as it is, right? So here we go. The edited register can be bought by any person, company or organisation and can be used for commercial activities such as marketing. Yeah. If you want to opt out, which she never said, if you want to opt out of having your details appear on this register, please indicate this in your registration. Well, I don't want to register, but I just want my details taken off.
What is your postcode?
Sierra November.
Mr. Clark, is it?
Yep, Mr. Graham Clark.
Right, well, you're already opted out of the edited register.
Yeah,
so
I know that because I've got the form in front of me which is ticked on the edited version, but I don't want my name on there whatsoever in any shape or form.
No, when it's ticked, it means that you're opted out. You see,
So the edited register is still available for general sale and can be used for any purpose. The edited register can be bought by any person.
Yes, but that column where the tick is I don't want my details to be sold. So you're already...
No, that is...
Because we pre-tick it, because when you previously ticked that box to make the choice, so every year we just carry that.
Yeah, but I don't want to be on the electoral register. I don't vote. I do not vote. I do not have any wish to.
Right. Well,
so why would I be into something which I'm not interested in? I don't want any shape. I don't want my details written down. I don't want anything else. Right?
Well,
why would it be? Why would you personally keep my details when I've actually sat here and wished not to have my details there? What gain? There must be a gain for someone. Otherwise, you'd say, okay, we're just terminating.
Every year we're obliged to send out to every property one of those.
Yeah, but when you send the stuff to my house, it comes as dear occupier or the present occupier.
Yes, because people do move house, so we can't address it to someone on it, because then if they had moved, it would be may have mail redirect.
So how do I get my how do I get my name taken away from this address? I don't want you. I don't want you or anyone else having any of my details.
Right. Well, legally at the moment, you're obliged to supply the returning officer with details of who is resident at the property.
Do you actually get your name? Do you actually get any information from the census?
Yeah. Well, no, we don't. No.
Why did you just suddenly go, yeah, but no?
Well, we do look at census information, but we don't look at individual properties. No, because we do it every year ourselves, whereas the census is only every 10 years, isn't it? So
yeah, but for this current year coming, which because the census was last year, you would put my name down on certain forms then, wouldn't you? If I filled in a census. No, we don't fill in census. That's done by different organisations. That's not what I said. What I said was you will have the information from a census if I filled a census form out. You would use that census form to fill in your forms for you, wouldn't you?
No.
Well, you do. You said it. You said it 30 seconds ago.
Conducted every 10 years, and it's probably not going to be.
Yeah, but for your current year, which is 2012, you would use the census forms you just said.
No, I'd use the form. That we actually, by law, have to do this annually. We have to send to every household in our area a voter registration form.
So why is it then when I don't want anything to do with it, you actually put on your letters that it's a legal requirement, blah de blah blah de blah blah.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. It is a legal requirement to actually return the form. Now,
what, even if you don't want to vote?
You haven't returned the form.
No, I never do.
Well, you obviously have done in the past, otherwise we wouldn't have your details.
Not me personally.
But you haven't returned it, so if next year you don't return the next one, then you'll be removed anyway for not having... We carry your name over for 1 year if you don't respond in 1 year. But, I mean, the trouble is, it's not just yourself, is it, Mr. Clark? It's your wife and your daughter.
Yeah, but they feel the same way as I do.
Well, not necessarily. You're saying...
well, unless you actually live here and you've actually spoken to them about it, you wouldn't know, would you?
Well, I don't know, but if they're not registered, they don't have the choice whether they vote or not, do they?
But I have other people here who are registered and don't want to be on it.
If your daughter wants to get a mobile phone contract and they do a check and they'll find she's not on the register and she won't get a mobile phone contract.
So you put this down as like all these credit agencies. That's the only... in like phone companies and stuff like that. That's the only reason why you should be on it. Apart from the fact that Wiltshire Council sell details and stuff to make money.
Well, no, that's a different...
Well, they do. You can't lie to me because I'll put in a public information request and then just get the information that way and how much money you make on it.
Well, we make...
And this is being recorded my end, by the way, for YouTube.
A great deal of money to compile the electoral register, and the credit agencies, who are the only ones who are allowed the full register...
I'm not on about the full register.
They can only use it for credit reference purposes.
No, they can't, because they'll also be the...
use it for direct marketing.
Exactly, which means the address.
No, the address is slightly different. No, They can't use, if you've opted out, which you have done, then they can't sort of use your name, sell your details on to a direct.
Yeah, but it's not hard to go on. It's not hard to look on the internet and put someone's name in, and it comes up with their address. Come off it. It's not. I'm not being.
Well, that's if they could be on direct inquiries, for instance, or on 192.com.
Exactly. You can look up. You could even look up bloody BT. It's there. It's there in writing, whether you want it or not. And that's the reason why I don't want nothing to do with you lot sending me out rubbish through the post, because I don't want nothing to do with it.
Well, I mean, first of all, you were actually in breach of the law by not having returned that form in time anyway. It was supposed
What law would that be?
The Representation of the People Act, 1972.
Act. I have to consent. I have to consent. I have to consent.
Return a form to the...
I have to consent to an act. I have to consent to it. It's not law. It's like the telegraphic...
Look, we could take you to court and fine you £5,000.
Take me to court then.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something, I'll do exactly the same thing now. I never consented to it in the first place. And if you actually look it up under legal terms, any act or statute from Parliament, you have to consent to. It's like the Road Traffic Act. You have to consent to it by having a driving licence.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Look it up. Look it up in Black's Law Dictionary if you really want to go that far. Any act I have to consent to. Simple as. And is that a threat by any chance? Was that a threat by any chance? That £5,000?
I didn't consent to this law that says I've breached the law of depriving...
Do you know what the actual 5 laws are in this country? Do you actually know?
I'm not a solicitor and I don't claim to...
I'm not a solicitor, but I actually know what the 5 laws are in this country. One is a breach of the peace, and that is it comes under common law. Right. 2 is...
I'm not here to listen to...
Well, exactly.
Your schemes, you know, I suggest you get a license.
You'll be...
Bye-bye.
That's Wiltshire Council for you.